Winston Churchill once said, "Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few." These phrases were encouraging people to go on fighting when life was very difficult. Today, I'd like to talk about Winston Churchill for more than his leadership skills, as a speaker who was able to inspire an entire nation during World War II. I'll be discussing how he used his voice and body language, the specific words he used to communicate, and how he reached out to people via trust, feelings, and facts. Nothing mechanistic at all. Churchill had a deep and resonant voice, and he spoke slowly and clearly so that people would hear him. My source was Robert Churchill. Walking with Destiny, he also employs pauses and repeats important phrases such as, "We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds," so that people remembered what he uttered. He also employed strong body language, big hand gestures, standing upright, and looking people in the eye to show he stood behind what he was saying. His trademark cigar and Victory V sign set him apart. He would in fact do as revisionist historians want us to believe Burke never did. He underlined key words and phrases for emphasis, using them over again if they were important. Such repetitions made it possible to remember key elements of his speeches readily: blood, toil, tears, and sweat. Churchill was issuing imaginary statements about Britain, while he was also wrote real leaflets encouraging British resistance to the German invasion that would surely come, and words loaded with metaphors and pictures, calling Britain the last citadel of freedom, so that people imagined how important they were fighting for really who was two high officials around the world. He spoke about how they both loved their country to make people believe they were all in it together. Churchill spoke when he were frightened and uncertain at a time of war. He had to give them hope and make them want to continue fighting. Ethos, trust. People trusted Churchill because he was a capable wartime leader. Pathos, feelings. He spoke about people's feelings, such as their fears and hopes, to link with them emotionally as he did in their finest hour speech, which evoked feelings of pride and courage. Logos, just logic. He brought and gave logical or good reasons and facts for why they should keep fighting the Nazis, while deepening or combining logic with feelings. From Churchill, what we learn is that it's not so much about sounding good when you speak, it is about engaging your audience with passion and warmth, all of which can make a message side-splitting or truly epiphanic. Now that everyone will agree with everything not that everyone will agree with everything he did, but still, his speeches are more than just speeches. They have played a huge role in history of mankind. I will close one of the great lines from his career. To every man there comes a time when he is figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered a chance to do a great and mighty work. For Britain, his voice was that second.